cross-buying, cross-platforming, Sony's indeed trying their damnedest to go and ensure that they can make the Vita and the PlayStation 3 and probably the upcoming PlayStation 4 all coincide and work together as one big unit. And that's pretty awesome. Have your games at home, have them on the go. You know, play anywhere, never stop gaming, blah blah blah, and all the other happy horseshit. But the thing is, cross-buying is something a little bit newer. The cross-platforming I was already expecting, but cross-buying? What the fuck is that all about? And every time I talk about this, I think of crossfire, you get caught up in the crossfire. And that was one of the best fucking commercials ever growing up. Seriously, just holy shit. Where the hell is crossfire anyway? Anyhow, so back on point. So, cross-buying. The entire point of cross-buying is Sony is trying to encourage third-party developers right now into, if you get the PlayStation 3 version of a game that is also available on the Vita, if you go and get it on PlayStation 3, you essentially get the Vita version for free. Whether this is going to be a physical copy of the game, whether it is going to be just a downloadable copy, remains to be seen. But they're trying to encourage us to basically make the Vita more approachable for people that have not tried to invest in it previously. Now, this is a smart tactic, but there are some downsides to it, so I'm going to talk about the upsides to it and downsides to it and, you know, all the other stuff. So, that's essentially what their tactic is trying to do is, you know, if you get the console version, you get the Vita version. Now, this doesn't work backwards either. They don't have it set up where if you buy the Vita version, you get the PS3 version for free, because that would actually work out a lot better for more people. They're really, really trying to get the Vita out there without having to go and drop the price, essentially, so this is a good way for them to try to market it a lot better to everybody, essentially. But the thing is, mainly, Sony's got tons of third-party support, so naturally they're going to be the main thing that they want to go and focus on. So, the upside to this is, obviously, more people will be picking up Vita, or even checking out games that they previously would have had absolutely no intention of buying, no interest in whatsoever. But, think about this. Say the Vita version is developed by a completely separate team than the initial PS3 version. Okay, so the people that developed the Vita version won't really see much profit out of this, if any at all, by comparison to somebody just picking up the full Vita version and just buying it outright. So then, bing, shows up as a sale. Alright, and that's one of the things I started thinking about. I'm like, well, fuck, how are they getting compensated exactly? And, you know, a couple of people had mentioned, well, what about DLC and things like that? Well, if they're going to do that, you're essentially going to make the Vita version seem like a crippled piece of shit, because it's going to be chopped up into a bunch of pieces, and you're going to have to go and buy all the stuff separately, so you're really not getting anything for free except for a fucking headache. And if you get something that's chopped up into a bunch of pieces and you have to buy everything back, you're really not getting something for free, now are you? Might as well just go and buy it at full price and save yourself the fucking headache. So, I thought about that. So, developers of said Vita title would kind of get screwed. I'm talking like ham-fisted screwed. Yeah, and that's not something that anybody wants to see. Anybody that works their fucking ass off on something and puts out a really good product should, in fact, get compensated for it. So, that's one of the major downsides that I see in this, is that, well, they won't be getting anything out of it. But this is also going to be a hard sell for third-party developers and third-party publishers, is, you know, give it away for free. Now, that's really good for fans, and that's really good for anybody that owns a PlayStation 3 and a Vita. It's very good for consumers in general. So for us as gamers and us as consumers, that's fucking awesome. But at the end of the day, they're all companies. They're all big companies that are trying to make a profit so that they can continue to go and make more and more products to sell to the masses, so they can continue forward as a company, grow larger, hopefully, and make more franchises, sequels, etc., etc. You can't do that if you're giving shit away for free, though. Now, I had thought about, well, what if they made, you know, something like, alright, so you buy the PlayStation 3 version, but there's like a PlayStation 3 plus Vita bundle that's like maybe $10, $15 more or some shit. So you get both versions as opposed to, you know, just buying the Vita version outright for like $40 or $50 or whatever the fuck said title would cost. So that actually right there would be really fucking awesome. Now, whether or not this would have the physical game with it or a downloadable code, again, would remain to be seen. I would prefer it if it could just be one nice little bundle and have the physical game and the PlayStation 3 game and all that. You know, that would be fucking awesome. I think something like that would actually sell really, really well. Hell, as a matter of fact, if they would in fact go that route, I would love to see them make a PlayStation 3 and a Vita bundle with a couple games that all work together with the cross-platforming and all the other stuff. You know, that right there would just be fucking fantastic, assuming that they decide to go with an idea like this. Now, granted, you know, a bundle like that would probably cost a whole bunch of fucking money, but that's why you release it around Christmas time when everybody is as willing, you know, to go and throw money away and just like, fuck my wallet, I really don't need it right now, just empty that shit out. Max out credit cards? You betcha! Want to go hang myself due to the fact that I'm going through financial trauma? You betcha. But, you know, that's just a couple ideas that I think would be really cool about it. Like I said, it's very good for consumers. The downside is, you know, for the developers and everything. I'm sure that they'll get paid and everything for it, but, you know, you won't actually see those numbers. You know, whenever some people that are just absolutely like, oh my god, how much did the game sell? Well, it's going to be kind of hard to track something that's just given away for free. You know, think about that. I mean, they could track how many downloads that there were and things like that, but, you know, that's not the same. They should be compensated for it, so I really think that out of everything here, the best route to go about this is to make bundles. At least that's my opinion. I'm sure many of you have opinions there at home. If you do, use that comment box! Yeah, it's fucking there, and you're like, oh my god, a comment box? What the fuck do I do with this shit? And I'm like, I'll tell you what you do with that shit. You type in your motherfucking opinions. You're like, motherfucking opinions? I got them! And I'm like, hell yeah, you got them. I'll type that shit, and you're like, fuck yeah, fucking opinions. Just, BAM! Post. But no, seriously, if you have any opinions about this, unless you have no interest in PlayStation 3 or the Vita or any of this shit whatsoever, then you can be like, don't fucking care. Lol, lol, troll, lol, 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 troll. But no, seriously, whatever it is that you feel, or if you have any ideas or extensions to everything that I was talking about, anything like that, go and share your feelings and thoughts. If you want to make a video response to something like this, talk about it in greater detail, then you can do that too. So, I will conclude this like I always do. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on. Well, hey there, Alpha Megasin. Where do you get those awesome epic shirts of yours, such as this? Well, if you didn't know, your ass better call somebody! It's the motherfucking Game Chasers. Look at, South Park. Right. Anyway, so yes, fucking Game Chasers. If you don't know who the Game Chasers are, one, get out from under that motherfucking rock that you're under and, you know, fresh air and light and all that shit. Yeah, it's good. It's good for the skin and all that. But yes, Game Chasers, Billy and fucking Jay. They're the shit. Here's what they do. They chase for games. They go all over Texas, all over the country whenever they get the chance, and they hunt down awesome retro games, video game consoles, just anything that they can. They're bad as fuck. That's all that there is to it. And obviously, I have to go and show my love. Gotta show my gaming love. Gotta show my motherfucking retro gaming love, my YouTube gaming love, and all the other stuff. And there's a lot of love going around. Just love. But yeah, if you haven't checked out their channel, you should, because it's seriously one of the best YouTube gaming channels that there is, period. And I don't say that because, oh, you're wearing their shirt, you got to. These motherfuckers aren't, like, sitting there holding me at gunpoint or some shit, but like, fucking say it, man. I'm like, I don't want let in my motherfucking cram. But no, seriously, they're awesome as shit, so go check them out and everything, and yep, that's pretty much it. So glad that they made the shirts in black. I was pretty pleased about that. They made the shit in like white or light blue. This motherfucker here wouldn't be wearing it. I'll stop wearing black shirts when you make a darker, more brutal color. So that meme made me laugh. Anyway, so yeah, check out their channel. I'll put a link down below, or you can just go onto my channel. They're there on that. So, yep, that's it. Everything. They're awesome.